welcome back to Build Propulsion Lab at JCON Europe, coming to you live from Cologne, Germany. And my next guest is Emily Jiang. Emily, welcome.
Thank you.
Emily is a developer advocate with IBM.
No, yeah, I'm a developer advocate. I'm also the cloud native architect.
Cloud native architect.
Yeah.
So that's a perfect segue to our conversation topic. How Java is doing in the cloud?
Yeah, Java is doing great in the cloud. Actually, it's as you know, I think it's in today's keynote. Mark Struley and Marcus Kate talked about basically the Java performance in the cloud. Actually, Liberty did a really big innovation last year. So it's uses Linux CRIU technology to boost up startup time significantly, about 18 times faster. So
tell me something. Why startup time is such an important thing when we're talking about cloud native?
Yeah, this is interesting. Like normally startup, if you only start up once, it's not that important, right? It's only become really important if you keep on restarting yourself.
So why would we keep restarting?
Yeah, that's only like in the serverless scenario. And also when you do the auto scaling, right? If you you heavy load and then you need to quickly spin up new containers, new instances. If it took ages to start, and then basically it's not going to kill the queue, right?
Exactly,
so
exactly. So with cloud native, quick start suddenly became an issue. And Java traditionally is not very great in fast start. Not only the bootstrap time, but also all the JIT idea, right?
Yeah.
So it will take some time until Java application will hit its top performance, because JIT will get warm up time, and when containers go up and down all the time, it won't even hit the optimal time with JIT. So how do we overcome that in the cloud native scenario?
That's a very, very good question, because with a JIT, also JIT basically help out to do to boost up the performance. Also JIT use memory, and also JIT use a CPU. And because the JIT basically working on, sometimes it cause more problems. Like you got auto memory issue, and then suddenly you kind of feel like, okay, your CPU is a very high usage, and then the container Kubernetes, okay, this is a heavy load, let's speed up more things. So you run into even more problem. So with that, actually, IBM Samuru, basically IBM Java, previously IBM Java, and then open source to be called OpenJ9. And then IBM rebranded the version called Samuru. Samuru has a new innovation called Samuru Cloud Compiler. So basically, it's just doing all the JIT work. However, JIT has a service. It's deployed to the Kubernetes, so it's just use its own CPU and memory. So all the application auto-source their JIT tasks to that just that service. In this case, you don't need to use your own memory. You don't need to use your own CPU. Pretty much is kind of do the job without paying any cost.
This is so cool. So yeah, so I learned today. I hope you learned as well. And it actually makes a lot of sense. And then it's a long-lasting container that just live there and does all the JIT for everybody. So it always operates in peak performance. And when you scale up or scale down, it won't affect the performance of JIT.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is very cool.
Yes. Yeah. So this is great. The other thing is basically I spend most of the time with is the standard. So I'm strongly believe in the standards. So I want people just like Java developers just learn API once and be able to choose different runtimes, different containers, like micro profile Jakarta EE. You just need to know these APIs, this is standard, and then you just code up your application, just import And a lot of them are annotation based. You import that, annotate your code, and then you just focus on your business logic.
And this is your standard Jakarta EE like applications. And now there is a lot of work in Jakarta EE done to make it more cloud native.
Yes. So it's basically also Jakarta EE is kind of and micro profile both are under Eclipse Foundation. So bigger basically players such as the Red Hat, the IBM, and also is Oracle and Microsoft. They are all behind the kind of this is the effort. So this is great to see the companies come together to evolve this standard. So and then they kind of implement the standard in their own runtime. And then this is a great thing for the consumer, for the Java developers, because they only use the API and then they use whatever like runtime they like. And then they can, tomorrow they feel like, okay, I want to move to a different runtime, or because of the company merge and etc. They have to choose a different runtime, and then they can port the application to a different runtime.
Oh, this is very cool. This is very cool. It reminds me, like, well, this portability has always been a part of a standard, and you could choose whatever application server, and now it's like in the next level that you can choose whatever cloud you want, and it still worked exactly the same way.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing, the beauty of this cloud native. Why is it called cloud native? Because it's built for the cloud. I work on Open Liberty. Open Liberty is open source, and it's great, very fast startup and performance. So earlier I mentioned instant on. So basically startup in millisecond in the container is on Open Liberty without using GraalVM. So it's Open Liberty is a full implementation for Jakarta EE and macro profile. So it's basically there's some other alternative runtime such as Payara and Tommy EE, and also lightweight like Alpacas. The other kind of alternative one is called Wildfly. So basically there's a lot of implementations and people just share their experiences. So this is really works well. And then for Open Liberty application, I think it's also similar to other runtime. They can write this Java application, they can deploy to any cloud. Like Liberty, we do support AWS and Azure Cloud and IBM Cloud, of course, and any cloud. So
this is very cool, very cool. Well, today we learned. Emily, thank you very much. It was very interesting and enlightening. I mean, the JIT as a service was like the big reveal for me. So I will definitely take a look. And for you all, stay tuned for more interviews in the Build Propulsion Lab in JCON Europe right after that. Thank you, Emily.
Yeah, thank you.